some wrong shit because you didn't have the full picture.
Yeah, if you'd have only known what he knew.
I mean, my thoughts are clearly based on knowledge that was not evident.
Yeah. Correct.
That's just the nature of leadership.
Yeah. Amen.
So long as you're guided by principle, and so long as you're guided...
Well, hopefully
That was a
everyone
little
can hear me.
mini edit of our decline as a nation right there. Yeah, just you start with George I'm not saying George Washington didn't have his flaws. Obviously, he did. Start with Washington, go to Lincoln,
And so long
cut to
as you're
Bush.
guided by...
It's like, all right.
Alright, enough of that shit. I'm Crafty Andy, this is my main channel, Crafty Arts, and... Weird Zors. Hey, we just had the commentary track come out. Yeah. Commentary track.
I'm a weasel.
I'm a lemur.
I'm a chair.
Weird Zors. Hello, I'm on the end of my head. Here you go. All it is, that's all you're a fan of. There's nothing special about it. Whatever you take it, in terms of... But, I'm not going to confirm or deny any water. Yeah, Michigan, you actually smoke weed. So, I figure the best way we could get a fight done is just throw some slow motion punches and speed up the footage. I got very lucky with the fight scene too, thanks to Golden Wolf for actually paying attention to. It's great. If they want to get mad about that now, I mean it's kind of late, considering they do all the kinds of shit that's available to the public. Force them to watch it. I'm YouTube.
Oh, it's you!
Late. If you want to get mad about that now, and they're just hugging it out. Nothing erotic going on there. That's just a cuddle party.
Oh, it's you!
That YouTube's pretty fucking hot. And there's our puppers. Hello. And there's me.
Well, I hope you enjoy all that. If you like this, you know what to do. Subscribe and share it with all your friends and...
Yep. Anyways. I'm having trouble with this fucking video not getting monetized for some fucking reason. Alright, geopolitics. Which one is that? January 12th. Load that shit up. I'm gonna export it real quick while I get this thumbnail made. Yep, for the 16th. Alright. I don't know where these other clips are coming from. Is there another editor on here that I don't know about? I guess so. The only problem with it, though, is that they're releasing them on the same day that I'm releasing mine, which is any day, every day. I can't see when they're scheduled. I can't see when other clips are being uploaded on here. Until they're posted. It's weird. And there's no fucking tags. Where's the fucking tags on this shit? Why is there no fucking tags? There's me. Joe Biden booed. Disrupt Joe Biden's speech. One call for ceasefire. Biden approval. And there's no fucking hashtag at the top. And how come this got all fucking monetized and shit with all the swearing in it? When YouTube keeps giving me shit every time I try to do that. Just because it's so short, it's under 8 minutes. Is that why? Is that why they don't care? So YouTube claims that there's fucking gore and dead bodies in this fucking video. That's just nothing but news clips. What, because I put a fucking image in there? Alright, so I guess we gotta play the game of let's censor their let's censor the fucking news.
I've been, dude, I don't think I've actually banned somebody.
This is a South African, she's outlining some of the case against civilians and safe targets and things of that nature.
In the first 3 weeks.
Okay. So I'm gonna waste my fucking time going through this shit again.
These bombs have also decimated the north, including refugee camps. 2,000 pound bombs are some of the biggest and most.
Jet, is that a?
No, I mean, maybe.
I guess maybe there's one that does.
Lethality for sure.
Yeah, they can fire rubber bullets really fast.
Australia has killed an unparalleled.
I wish that was true. I really wish that.
Of the court and Article 38 of the rules of the court. I have the Palestinians.
I'll let them really rationally in dispute.
Yeah, so I'll just get into like the overarching sections here.
Democracy.
South America has no jurisdiction over Israel, right? So this is just basically like a
South
show
Africa.
trial. Yeah, South Africa.
I mean, it's not a trial. It's just it's something they're putting forth to the
I'm
international.
gonna waste 14 minutes on this
Like
shit.
the Hague or something you're talking about. They're trying
Yeah,
to
and I mean, it probably will not go anywhere for sure, but they've still done it. And the application concerns acts threatened, adopted, and condoned, taken, and being taken by the government, military, state of Israel against the Palestinian people, et cetera, et cetera. And so basically, this is just like an 84-page appeal to Israel that's been submitted to the international courts.
Somebody in the chat just said, yes, this is unprecedented. I'm like, all right, give me an example of something about this that you think is unprecedented. And I'll humble you in front of everybody. You realize what unprecedented means, right? It doesn't mean extra bad. It means you cannot find an example of this happening or something like this happening in human history.
I mean, believe me, I wish it was. I really truly do.
No, I really do too.
Mass slaughter of civilians and bombing of civilians. Something that did not happen.
Combativeness for the sake of combativeness. Like, I get it. Maybe I'm not the best person to make this critique or whatever. I'm a combative bastard, but like sometimes I feel like you guys are just like feeling so bad you need to correct somebody on something, but you pick the dumbest shit sometimes, man.
Yeah,
like, you be completely blind and ignorant of human history to claim that the amount of people that have been killed in Gaza is unprecedented. It's just not.
Yeah,
and the methods that are being used, the methods that are being used are not unprecedented, and America supporting it is not unprecedented, and America's involvement is not
Even before the current conflict, they were killing thousands of Palestinians were killed every year. I mean, I wish I could
There's
say
been a number of wars in this area over this very topic, where thousands upon thousands of people have been killed, and that's just this area. If you take it out, globally speaking,
Right,
so unfortunately like extremely precedented.
It's unprecedented, Paul. More people have been killed in a short time than anywhere else at any time. You're just wrong. You're being a contrarian to be just a contrarian.
So how many people have been killed? Like seriously, we're gonna treat you like you know what you're talking about. How many people?
Oh, maybe because there was fucking in one of the chats here. Because I can.
Let's see.
Casualties?
Number
In Gaza.
casualties could be.
No, I understand. All right, so between October 7th, 2023, and 12 o'clock on January 11th, 2024, at least 23,469 Palestinians were killed in Gaza, and 59,604 Palestinians were reportedly injured. Some 70% of the fatalities are women and children, according to MOH in Gaza. That's from Relief Web International.
That's 28,000 is the number that we have to beat.
23,469. That's as of yesterday.
Okay.
As far as the best numbers we have right now. Daily death rate in Gaza here. This is from Oxfam. Daily death rate in Gaza higher than any other major 21st century conflict, according to Oxfam. Israeli military
in the 21st century, you could say.
Right,
But
it's not what he said though.
killing
It's unprecedented.
It says Israeli military killing 250 Palestinians per day, with many more lives at risk from hunger, disease, and cold. Israel's military is killing Palestinians at an average of 250 people per day, which massively exceeds the daily death toll of any other major conflict of recent years, Oxfam said today. As the escalation of Hamas and other armed groups in Israel, Oxfam's Middle East striker said the scale of atrocities that Israel has visited upon Gaza are truly shocking. For 100 days, the people of Gaza have endured a living hell. Nowhere is safe, and the entire population is at risk of famine. It is unimaginable the international community is watching the deadliest rate of conflict in the 21st century unfold, while continuously blocking calls for a ceasefire. Okay, so according to them, using publicly available data, Oxfam calculated the number of average deaths per day for Gaza is significantly higher than any other major conflict, including conflict in Syria, which is 96.5 deaths per day, Sudan 51.6, Iraq 50.8, Ukraine 49.3, Afghanistan 23.8, and Yemen 15.8. So I guess you could say it's an unprecedented amount in the 21st century.
I just don't know, are they looking at wars that were over and extrapolating out time? Because I've got like 1971, the Bangladesh Liberation War, 3 million people, and it only took place in 1971.
Well, the 20th century.
That was one. Well, sure, but I'm just saying, like to me, like
I mean, precedent. I mean, like they didn't say unprecedented. The initial comment was not unprecedented.
I'm assuming that's what this person is referring to. That's the
then they should have typed it because it changes calculus.
Sure. So anyway, the fact that it's unprecedented in the 21st century is still really bad. So
2 years worth of World War I killed almost 4 million people.
Sure. Yeah, it's definitely not unprecedented historically. It might be unprecedented. 1971 isn't recent. Well, but we did the initial caveat. There was no
He didn't
caveat.
say period, and he said it twice too. So you can go back and read the comments.
Yes. So
And
unprecedented means
it
unprecedented.
matters.
It doesn't mean
It absolutely matters.
unprecedented
The 80s, the 70s, 80s, and 90s were not a fucking age ago. Okay, they weren't the days of yore. This was in my lifetime, so it's retarded for you to say unprecedented period with no qualifier and then to repeat it. So this person in the chat had multiple chances to say what they're apparently claiming that they meant now.
So let's even go back. This is the comment. This is the comment. This is unprecedented, Paul. More people have been killed within this short.
Which is what I called this person out on, and now we're trying to recontextualize history because it hasn't worked out that way. Go yourself.
Okay. If you want to say, I mean, if you want to say it's unprecedented recent history, it is 21st century.
That's not. I wouldn't even say 21st. The 21st century is new. The century is new.
It's not.
So as soon as the century rolls over, we start. We go yourself.
Okay. If you want to say, I mean, if you want to say it's unprecedented recent history, it is.
So as soon as the century rolls over, we start. It was the golden olden days. You know?
No. I mean, we're more. I think what Oxfam is saying is like, that conflict.
How am I wrong? Read that comment again where he says unprecedented at any other time or place. And I said, no, it isn't. It's not unprecedented. And I was clearly referring to human history a bunch of times before this whole argument started. So I know you motherfuckers like to get an own or whatever, but this ain't the way to a win on this one. Motherfucker said that the death going on in Gaza is unprecedented any other time or place.
Oh, wait, here we go. All right, let's see. So it starts.
Century. Who are we? Century.
I don't know what the fuck else to do. I mean, it's gotta be this, right?
Fetterman criticizing South.
For 6 months ago, when everybody, all the shitlibs were sucking this guy's dick. 6 months ago, when everybody. By the way, remember 6 months ago when everybody. All the shitlibs. All the. Everybody, all the libs were sucking this guy's dick like he was hoodie Jesus or whatever. Yeah, remember that shit?
Oh, dude, we made.
Remember that shit? Yeah, remember that shit?
Oh, dude, we did the episode. We made fun of him, dude. Oh my god, dude, we got so much. Like, this guy's got disability. You guys are pieces of shit. He was a stroke victim. It's like, dude, this one we made plenty. We did the episode. We made fun of him, dude. Oh my god, dude, we got so much. Like, this guy's got disability. You guys are pieces of shit. Made plenty fun of people for various ailments and various shit going on, dude. It's like you can't go joke. Then don't be in the public square. Don't be a public figure.
Side note: TJ's right about DiGiorno. It may have that Ninja Turtle cheese pizza drip. It's a drip, but it feels more like, is this thing
on that? They shot their best shot on October 7th, and they would have taken more lives if they could do that, but they couldn't.
I mean, you're a U.S. senator, so you probably have access to advance warning of what Hamas was going to do. So, I mean, even if you say it's their best shot, it probably could have largely been prevented, or at least they could have been prepared for such an attack or such an eventuality.
And now let's also talk about that. Now we're talking about genocide, and now South Africa now is now bringing that kind of a trial.
Now, a massive level of genocide
Dude,
taking
if he
place.
takes this.
Now bringing that kind of a trial.
Yeah, how dare they? How did they point out?
he did?
Idiot.
Let's hear it again.
This went out, but they're talking about criticizing.
Better shit just went out. Obviously,
Why? Why? Because they ended apartheid in the last century? I just wish that you'd learn from it, and that everybody would learn from it. Like getting all jazzed up about these DNC affiliated. I don't need your apologies.
Well, the apologies continue. Fundamental political change, I don't think they can.
Yeah, think about what he's saying. He's saying like, oh yeah, these guys are animals and they killed women. Asian in recent world history is not.
All right. There we go. And then we're gonna take. just gonna put DEATH. There we go. We'll censor that, so this way at least someone who's looking at it can know. And then I'm gonna take that picture I just downloaded. I'm gonna put that over the. I'm just gonna fit that over. There we go. See, that's what I was looking for. I wanted the whole fucking, like, image. And of course it gives me that fucking useless format. This is going to my extras folder. No fun allowed. I don't have time to wait for the for super scaling it, so this is going to be exported as is. There we go, that'll cover up enough of it. And we'll position this. Yep.
You know who else was also there? Mohammed bin Salafi Tikriti, dude. 14th in command of Al Qaeda. So, you know, you win some, you lose some.
I mean, yeah, let's see what happened too. Israel shot its own hostage on accident too. Yeah, I remember. I don't know, I'm not taking any fucking chances. I'm just pissed. Hate being denied.
So, you know, you win some, you lose some.
I mean, yeah, let's see what happened too. Israel shot its own hostage on accident too. Yeah, I remember reading that story. They killed 3 Israelis.
I mean, what can you expect from an area where there's really no rules of engagement going on? There's no attempt to preserve civilian life. Of course, they're going to shoot at whatever moves out there.
Coming nipples.
I guess they'll take
I was in
down
school
the,
when the strike happened at dawn, and I came running. I found the rubble. I went to the hospital.
the fuck is my phone going off for?
Type of shit. No. No. Type of shit. No. You want me to go vote for this type of shit?
It really does seem like you get like some like an employee with a bad attitude at YouTube when it comes to.
I was in a school when the strike happened.
Not even certain videos, just by random chance. Like, okay, who's gonna review this video?
Sorry. This is your hero.
I was in the school when the strike happened at dawn, and I came running. I found the rubble. I went to the hospital and found all my grandchildren have been martyred. All of them are young children. The biggest one is in 2nd grade, and the rest are even younger. What have they done wrong?
Okay. Bring back up to speed. Yeah, I gotta fix this now, cause I've had one where I had a bunch of war footage. That was fine. It just had one fucker in there, and that was too much.
Said that the mother said that the death going on in Gaza is unprecedented any other time or place, and that's just factually inaccurate. It's factually inaccurate if you just wind it back to the last century.
Who are we?
This is.
Genocide is an internationally recognized crime.
All of those leaders.
You remember back in the 20th century?
All right, and I guess this just can't go. This can't pass. So we'll just there we go. Pissed me off enough. I'm just going to label it fun video. Or better yet, I know what to do. I'll put this in here, right?
Are young children. The biggest one is in 2nd. All of them are young children.
Let's see.
And found all my grandchildren rubble. I found the rubble. I went to the hospital and found all my grandchildren have been martyred. And the rest are even younger. What have they done wrong?
Do.
Rubble. I went to the hospital. hospital and found all my grandchildren have been martyred. What have they done wrong?
Alright. And then we'll go to blur. As if this wasn't ghoulish enough, right? There we go. And yeah, it's all up to speed. Let's take off the super scale so we can get this done. So I can at least try to crank out another one before the fucking day ends. God fucking damn it. Delete that. Fun video. Talking. All right. Well, that renders. Get fucking stressed out. Let me just upload the next video clip I already have lined up. Now we just gotta make a thumbnail for this. And while I do that, let's see what's out going on in the world today. It's a rad lib. Oh, there's oh yeah, it's already 8 fucking o'clock. God fucking damn it, cunt bag sacks of shit. Fucking time.
Eat it.
Just beat her.
TJ should have to buy Scotty and Paul a Baconator as recompense for disparaging our beloved burger.
I mean,
That
I
is
agree.
true.
I agree, but you know, TJ's a stingy motherfucker. He probably won't do it. He'd be like, "Oh, no, shit."
By the way, Scotty, I know you're gonna try to claim that I owe you some kind of money for this Ron DeSantis thing.
Yes,
so
you do actually.
I would like to just let you know that I've developed some principles recently, and I am now staunchly against gambling and betting of any kind. And I cannot honor that agreement because I believe that gambling is immoral.
That's a terrible
And
sin.
that is a principled stance that I cannot back down from. And if you ask me to give you that money, you're asking me to betray
As a man of honor,
principles.
though, TJ, surely, even though you no longer gamble and bake wagers, you obviously would pay me to.
Well, that would be like a hitman finding Jesus and then still, doing
that's
the
actually
last few hits. I mean,
what a great false equivalency. That's like a
you can't
hitman
ask me to do
finding
that.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then still doing a hit. I mean, you can't ask him that.
TJ, you owe me the money, and you'll pay me the money.
Could you
That's all
guys
there
let
is
me
to it.
know what size the merch tier poster is so I can get a frame for it? Also, TJ sent. I already sent Scotty the posters.
Yeah, the posters are.
The posters are on their way. Scotty has a tracking number. I don't know the size of them. You're gonna have to just wait
I
until you
believe
get
they're
it.
11 by 17. I actually sent some on the Patreon. I'll just go read the message I sent to them. And
Okay.
I'll tell you. But I'm pretty sure that's the size. But I want to give you. Don't buy anything until I tell you otherwise. Let's see. Go look at our.
Well, they can't buy these.
Well, no, I mean they're talking about the frame. Obviously, this is a merch tier person.
All right,
CJ, tell them the horrifying dog story.
11 by 17. So if
Yeah.
you're in the merch tier and you want to buy something, it is 11 by 17.
So after we were driving back, and it's like a 12+ hour drive, and right when we were about to turn on our street, it's 9 degrees outside, by the way. We see these like 2 dogs just like roaming around the
President
neighborhood.
Biden saved our
One is
country.
like a Labradoodle. I don't know what the other one was, but it looked very similar. And they're like covered in shit, matted to fuck. They got like icicles literally hanging off their fur, and we're just like, oh my god,
that's horrible.
We gotta fucking do something for these dogs or whatever. So anyway, it turns out that they belong to this paraplegic dude.
Oh wow.
He's like a paraplegic guy. He's just like parked in front of his TV in his wheelchair. He can't even move his arms or anything. And he's like, yeah, those are my dogs, but I obviously he can't get the door. So he's calling for his wife. It's 4 a.m, but for some reason his wife is not there, right? So
I don't have an idea.
yeah, and the house is like destroyed. There's like furniture overturned and shit. It's just like,
I mean, Labradoodles are like, dude, they're just a monstrosity to begin with, of people just preying on people's like want for these designer dogs. But I mean, they're really just super high energy. They're hard to train. They have extensive grooming requirements. Like me and Taylor are totally against most people having them because it's like it's so much fucking work. And a paraplegic is like the worst person in the world to have one.
well, I mean, I'm assuming that it must be the wife that's supposed to take care of him, but she wasn't because they were totally neglected.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the few people that own one that I would say it's not his fault that nothing's being done. Like he can't
What
do
the
anything.
fuck was she gone at 4 a.m.? I mean, I think we all know.
Like we know what she was. Yeah,
I mean, she's married. She's married to a paraplegic guy.
He probably has money, or there's probably some money for him.
Well,
to do
anyway,
with that.
we the next day called. I mean, we couldn't really do anything with the dogs because Salvador hates other dogs. He'd just attack them. We had no other place to put them, so we tried to put them back in the yard of the dude, but
they just got out again.
They just immediately got right back out, and obviously they didn't want to be there, and it was not a great place for them anyway. We called animal control to try to find the dogs and get them, and we called the cops to try to do a wellness check on this dude because he was like a paraplegic surrounded by like squalor and overturned shit. I guess that when they went, the wife was there, but she's covered in bruises. And there's obviously there's no way that dude is giving her.
I mean, yeah, he didn't do it.
Right.
Clearly.
I mean, we could tell like the paraplegic guy is not smacking her around. So
no, definitely not.
Whatever's going on in that house is not fucking good. That's all I know.
Sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Really sad, to be honest with you. I mean, like that poor dude, those poor dogs. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on with her. I mean, she doesn't.
Poor her, maybe too. I don't know what her situation
I don't know.
is.
I don't know why. I don't know why she's getting bruised and beat up. That's sad.
Someone's fucking her up too, so I don't know. Everybody, it's just like a
maybe that paraplegic is whooping her ass.
You think maybe he's like a faker?
Yeah, he's a fucking gold bricker.
Oh my god!
Like,
all showing his Walter tendencies. I can spot a fuck. He's a fucking fake.
He can fucking wheelchair. Oh yeah, maybe he's got psychic powers. Like he's like flipping shit with his mind. You know.
This dude can walk. I've never been so sure of anything in my entire life. This dude walks.
I've seen a lot of spiders in my day.
Oh, you know what, guys? It's really nice to just banter with you guys, get my mind off the heavy fucking weight, you know?
Yeah, talk about nice uplifting.
Let's talk
shit.
about like a dude dying and a paraplegic guy dying in a fucking house while his dogs grow icicles, you know?
Yeah.
His bruised up
Well-
fucking wife.
And I think to myself,
Yeah.
Yeah, we need some
What a
Louis-
wonderful
Dude, we
day.
need some Louis Armstrong over the top.
yeah.
Because, dude, I've been just like, you know, I try and not pay attention to the news, but sometimes something happens, you know, and you have to fucking pay attention, and your mind wants to chew on it fucking constantly, and it just, because it's super important, you know. And
Sure.
I've been losing a lot of fucking sleep over this fucking recent news, you know.
What news is that?
I just am fucking, I gotta hold it together, dude. Honestly, I'm gonna fucking cry.
Try.
I just hate to see international maritime trade interrupted. Oh, I'm sorry. These goddamned Houthis. These goddamn Houthis, man. As a fucking socialist and an anti-capitalist, I gotta tell you guys, dude. When international maritime trade gets disrupted, the fangs come out, you know? The fangs, look, there is a line.
Yeah, and that's
I mean,
it.
yeah, there is. You know.
I mean, I could think of a million reasons why a radical leftist anti-capitalist should support America bombing a country to protect international maritime trade. Oh, maritime trade.
think of the international maritime trade. Oh,
I'm thinking about it right now. I don't like
What are
that's-
those billionaire oligarchs that own those big shipping containers full of consumer goods supposed to do?
Oh, God, no. Oh, the only good Houthi is a dead Houthi. Massacre them all. I don't care how many innocent civilians you have to kill in the process.
Turn Yemen into a parking lot. These Houthis have gone too far. Vosh has a point. Paul just salty. Wow, you fucking you uprooted me, bro. Goddamn.
We're agreeing with Foch.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Paul. Yeah, what are you
Nothing
talking
is
about?
more important than international maritime trade, dude.
I mean, dude, I've, you know, especially since he was on the show not that
Let me
long
just tell you
ago, I
something.
did a lot of Vosh watching, and dude, I say one thing about Vosh. He is constantly interested in international maritime trade. It's like if you go to his channel, every video is like international maritime trade, international maritime. You know what I mean? Like he cares a lot.
He had like a good shot of right at left
About internet. And look, and dude, I hate to fucking steel man his position even more, but like Marx did say that the Vanguard Party should, under all circumstances, support any kind of fascist action to protect international maritime trade.
I mean, that's part of theory. I mean, anyone who
Smash
argues
the
with that is just an
system,
imbecile.
Dismantle capitalism except for maritime trade.
That's the only exception.
And I have just fucking, I can't sleep, dude.
Dude,
Plate
I mean,
of rotten food.
I didn't even know what the Houthis were a couple weeks back. And then,
Nice.
you know, I heard about them and I was
It's all
like,
the
oh, yeah, they don't seem
worst
so bad. But
angles.
then I heard they were disrupting international maritime trade and I was just like, fuck them. Kill every single last one of those motherfuckers. And I don't care if you have to, if it was like, save my mother's life at the cost of international maritime trade. Sorry, Mom, you gotta go.
Yeah, mom's gotta die, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody has a time.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, there's no sacrifice I'm not willing to make to protect.
This might work.
Everybody has
the
a time.
sanctity of
Everybody has a
international maritime
time.
trade, dude.
Everybody has a time except for maritime, dude. Maritime lives forever, dude.
I like cats. Good.
Nice for you. Good for you.
I'm
I
glad
like
you
them.
do. What else do you like? Tell me for more money. Yeah, dude. Houthi.
I love the fucking weird like gymnastics that are being done on it too. Like they're not bombing Yemen. They're bombing Houthi military targets. Oh yeah? And where are those military targets located? Well, in Yemen, my guy. Oh, okay. So we're not bombing Yemen when we're bombing Yemen now. I love it. This is why I'm anti-war. I got to be honest with you, because every fucking pro-war stance reaches a point where this flip-flopping fucking has to happen in order to justify your position. And it's like, it makes no fucking sense to me. It's so stupid. Nobody gave a fuck about no Houthi last week. And I don't know why we give a fuck about them now.
The last I remember before this current conflict was basically people saying, like, hey, why are we sending weapons to Saudi Arabia or funding them and giving them weapons or just making arms sales to them, and then they're using it against these people in Yemen?
Yeah.
That's what I heard. So people were like, that was
have been under a genocide for like a year.
I mean, a lot longer than that.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie. But do you condemn the Houthis?
Yeah, but have you condemned the Houthis today is a question.
Because let me ask you something. How do you expect to live in a world with big butts if there's no international maritime trade?
If you don't fucking stand up for international maritime trade, I don't even know. Like, you're fucking worthless, man.
You know, I've been thinking about recently. I've been thinking, you know, I want to put our money where our mouth is and raise some like money for some strikers, you know, to be able to eat and stuff. But then I heard that international maritime trade is being jeopardized right now, and I'm like, fuck that.
We've got to subsidize the billionaire shipping magnates.
Every dime that I have, every spare dime that I have, it was gonna go to these union workers and shit. But fuck that.
Maritime trade. I'm gonna go take that money that I would have donated and spend it in a retail outlet that it was supplied by international maritime trade.
Hell yeah,
make sure that institution is not disrupted. Because look, the Israelis, my dude, definitely doing an ethnic cleansing, right? Definitely doing a genocide. But does that mean that the flow of consumer goods should be interrupted into Israeli ports? No. Maritime trade must go on no matter how fucking egregious the genocide. Look, even the fucking allies in World War II didn't cut off international maritime trade to Germany, okay? Like, right up until Berlin fell, they were getting their big fucking shipping containers, okay? Because people just knew back then. You do not fuck with international maritime trade. These Houthis have gone too far. You know, they poked the bear, man. These fucking Houthis, man. And the way they did it, too, where they're like, we're not even going to kill anybody when we do it. It's like, oh, bomb these fucks. I love it. I love it, dude. Dude, my fucking prediction that Vosh is just like a lib in sheep's clothing, dude, coming full fucking circle in the last, 6 weeks? Just hanging out. Like, let me give you guys an example, since I'm having a VDS segment right now. Maybe we'll cover some Vosh later too. Like, I don't know, but let me give you guys an example. I'm gonna explain some positions to you. There's this commentator who has a lot of positions that I really disagree with.
Okay.
Like anti-drug, pro-American intervention overseas, pro-bombing the Houthis, you know. It's pro pretty much any war project that America's got going. Anti-music, thinks music is a total waste of time and like a brain drain, you know. Who am I talking about? Rush Limbaugh or Vosh?
I mean,
why does the radical left sound like Rush Limbaugh from 15, 20 years ago? Is what I'm asking everybody. Like, Vosh guys, I know you're out there in the chat. Can you explain to me why Vosh's takes are indistinguishable from Rush Limbaugh's takes? Vosh Limbaugh, dude.
Vosh Limbaugh.
Vosh Limbaugh.
It's Vush.
Got to get my VDS segment out of the way. I know everybody wants it, so, and maybe we'll have another one too, because maybe
we might, because it is one of the goals tonight.
Oh shit!
First, gotta give Paul his Velma fit. Let me know what you think of this Velma, Paul. I mean, you always do, but. Let me see. Can I get away with playing that? Copyright shit like usual.
Of course.
I'm ready to objectify. I'm here to objectify.
Objectify, boy.
Okay. Look. It just goes to show you how personal this stuff is sometimes. So this person reminds me of somebody that I knew, not biblically knew, but just somebody that I knew in the past.
Because they're going to crash.
And so it's
does that add on or does that detract?
It detracts.
Oh, ooh.
It detracts a little.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, and that has nothing against, you know, like, look, dude, banging body.
I mean, that's so that, yeah, it's you got some baggage. You got some baggage there, so it's like, oh, you remind me too much of somebody else. Yeah,
this reminds me of somebody that I knew.
Right,
just like look, kind of like the spitting image. So
gotcha.
It's hard to think of it that way. But good Velma. I mean, I appreciate the I don't know. The socks are not right. The stockings are not right. Those are supposed to be like.
Yeah, it's like orange stockings, no socks. I mean,
Velma's
supposed to be having
calf
socks,
not thigh
correct.
socks. But otherwise, pretty good. I mean, the sweater meat is really on point in this one, honestly, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Sweater meat is really fucking like pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, in my opinion. I mean, that's just.
I disagree, but
where do you even find a fucking sweater that could handle that? You know?
Yeah, you gotta fucking get a special order sweater.
Because that's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys about these goals. For 150 tonight, which we might have already made that, or we're probably coming up close on it at this point.
Boobs.
I like boobs.
Feed me, mommy. All right,
feed me.
All right, so Hogwarts Legacy all over again. We're going to talk about J.K. Rowling being an active producer on the new Harry Potter show that's coming out on HBO. I don't know when it's coming out, but it is in the works.
Oh, I see.
Beyond here, I don't know. For 300, we're going to watch the sad moment when Never Give Up Ron DeSanctimonious, Meatball Ron, gives up. And he throws in the towel and immediately endorses Trump.
Shock.
Dude,
because what else could he possibly do, right?
After that rousing defeat speech that he gave on the last show, I thought he was in it for the fucking long haul, dude.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I
and
mean,
to win it
like that, huh?
He had that crazy defeat rally where he was like gassing his crowd up about how bad they lost or whatever. That was crazy.
Guys, we weren't last place. For 450, we got some weird shit the CIA has done, and they've done a lot of weird shit. I mean, you'd be surprised where your tax dollars have gone to when it comes to the CIA. They've had a lot of very unconventional ideas. Let's just put it that way. As far as the alphabet agencies go, the CIA, I think, is the one smoking the most drugs. They're certainly the one confiscating the most. So
yeah,
I mean, internationally at least.
The most troubled individuals find their way into the CIA, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, when you hear some of the shit that they've cooked up, you're just like, is this a real idea?
It literally borders on like there are a couple of plots in this one that sound like something Wile E. Coyote would do to catch the Roadrunner.
Yeah, it's like Boris and Natasha level shit sometimes.
Yeah, some of the most famous ones being some of the many failed assassination attempts on.
I believe that will be addressed. We've talked about it before, but
it's gotta be. There's
other stuff that's equally just insane. And
find the shiny shell as he goes scuba diving. It's like it's ridiculous shit, dude. It's ridiculous.
I need a femboy Velma. I mean, I almost had one today, but I just didn't feel like they were. If we're gonna do it, I think our first femboy. I mean, because we've had male Velmas before, but our first like femboy Velma, I think, has got to be top tier because we don't want to like We don't want to start with a shitty femboy Velma and just like, you know.
You want to sully the good name of femboys by putting a fucking mid femboy out.
Right. So I'm just waiting for that fucking exemplary fucking Velma femboy. If someone has it out there, feel free to send it my way and I'll put it on the show.
Femboy.
Trans Velma. I mean, how do we know that this person is?
I mean, you don't know. There could have been. There could. I mean, as far as you know, every fucking Velma we've had has been trans. You don't know. For 600, we got Andrew Tate's funniest moments. Most of them are cringe. A couple of them maybe are actually funny. We'll decide. But most of them are just fucking pure, unadulterated fucking cringe, like most things that Andrew Tate touches. For 750, we have a chance for Paul to exercise more of his VDS because we have a video wherein.
Oh man, I got it bad too. I got a bad case of the VDS.
Got it bad. Got it bad. Got it bad.
I went to the doctor the other day and he was like, "This VDS is
Paul's hot for balls."
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
But we got a video where does Vosh go full rad lib? But we'll decide.
Doctor's orders, dude. The doctor said the only way to combat VDS is to fucking rage at Vosh every chance you get. And so, hey, doctor's orders, dude.
Yeah, you know.
Take your medicine, Paul.
And for 900, we got this is a segment we talked about doing a while back. Paul was talking about something called the Diamond Cookware or Diamond something.
Royal Diamond Cookware.
Royal Diamond Cookware. I tried to find those infomercials, couldn't find those, but we found a shit ton of old infomercials. Obviously, they're quite long, but we can kind of scrub through some and see what the hell's going on in them. A lot of times, there's some unintentional hilarity hidden in those this old infomercial.
Wow.
In fact, pretty much without exemption, I would say all those things were pretty fucking ridiculous.
I can't believe the Royal Diamond Cookware infomercial is lost media now. That fucking makes me sad because that was my favorite infomercial.
Maybe it's out there somewhere. I just couldn't find it with a casual YouTube search.
You know which ones you can always find are the fucking Popeil ones, dude. If Ron Popeil was hawking something, somebody archived it and saved it because you can find all those like Ron Popeil did the rotisserie.
Yeah.
Remember that, like the big chicken rotisserie?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I do remember.
And then he did the spray hair in a can.
My favorites are the ones that have like Z-list celebrities that are way the fuck past their prime that show up to help hawk the product.
Yeah, they're hosting it.
And usually they're like miserable doing it, and it's just very obvious. I mean, there was a few with Mr. T back in the day.
Yeah. They're just like, honestly, they're good TV. I don't know how to explain it to somebody
these
who
days.
Never really like spent a lot of time. But like, you know, there used to be nothing else too. That was the thing, is like you were pretty much hamstrung if you were a night owl like me into watching these fucking, like if you wanted to fucking kill your boredom at night, that's what you had, you know what I mean? And
there were so many that were just like this is my favorite genre of them, is like the rich dude that talks about all the stuff he's got and then he's gonna teach you how to do it too, you know? Like he shows off his like sports car and his mansion and his hot women and all this stuff he's got, and you too could be a multi-millionaire and live your financial dreams.
Dude, I think the genesis of that is that old advertisement you would see like in the back of comic books where it's like, you know, like the dork in the sand kicked in his face.
Mm-hmm. The
It's
power
like,
fantasy advertisement.
Yeah, it's like, you're not good enough, but if you get this product, suddenly you'll be a stud. You'll dominate the market.
By the way,
Andrew
Tate is basically just the modern day equivalent of those guys.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But those old infomercials could be pretty fucking funny.
I'll make sure I'm labeled the dates on these so I know where they are.
So also later tonight, after we're done doing this show, we're gonna do Sloppy Seconds. That's our after show. Don't have anything in particular planned for it, but you know, we could
sloppy. Is
also,
that a grease sloppy? A sloppy grease?
Yes, and we are 1 week away. It's really snuck up on us, this one. 1 week away from our next gauntlet. It's going to be Roseanne Barr versus Rob Schneider versus Andrew Tate.
Oh my God.
All kinds of wacky categories. We're going to figure out who's the, who's the funniest, who's the most pathetic, who's the best grifter. We're going to figure out all kinds of
while to upload. All right,
categories.
Well, next
of
clip.
Mirror on the wall. Who is the biggest grifter
done.
of them all?
And then the
I think
grand
Roseanne is gonna be like an oasis in that for me because I like Roseanne.
Well,
Like,
maybe we'll see.
I think she's stupid and crazy, but like
In a fun
likable
way.
Stupid. Yeah, she's fun.
What's the
stupid.
dono goal for a
Fun.
7-hour femboy gauntlet? I mean, we'd have to host it somewhere other than YouTube for it to be really interesting. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know.
Our
Fun
first
video
Pornhub
talking.
gauntlet.
I don't know. It could be. I mean, you never fucking know, do you, Scotty? Never do you fucking know.
Dude, didn't you get pwned by Vosh recently? Where's your VDS at, TJ?
I haven't watched it yet, but yeah, I guess so.
When did you get pwned by Vosh?
Because he made a video about how he's like a narc and shit, and he doesn't trust druggies because they're bad, even though he himself is like on Adderall and caffeine and stimulants and stuff. But whatever, that's different because he makes an exception for himself, like all hypocrites do.
Right,
And then,
and Puritans.
right. And anyway, he made a response video to it, but my understanding of the response video, which is, I haven't watched it because it's an hour and 12 minutes long, and I'm just like, I don't have time for that shit.
That's pretty.
But I guess that most of it he actually spends arguing with his chat because they more take my side than his. So I don't know. I'll take a look at it eventually.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it, so I cannot be deranged about it as of yet. Can you take 1,000 quadroplegics? What?
I don't even
Yes.
know. Now
Sure.
it's time to show this. The last thing to show. Always the last
Shill
thing
it.
to show. Do you want a T-shirt? Look at
I
this
don't like it.
attractive guy wearing this T-shirt. Hey, we've
Alright, what's our
sold
next?
a whopping 3 of them, TJ. Good
I
job,
don't like-
TJ.
I don't like them.
Good job, TJ.
I don't
Wanna
like them
thank
shirts,
TJ
Scotty.
for this shirt. This is 100% TJ's idea. Look, you want to buy one of these fucking shirts? Buy one of these shirts. TJ says so. But more importantly, buy
do it.
this. Las Vegas Live Show Blu-ray signed, personalized, limited edition. You need this now. You need this now. There's a limited number, guys. If you want one of these, we're selling them like fucking hotcakes.
Hot
You don't like
fucking
hotcakes?
cakes. Did
Whatever
you
you
miss?
like, whatever tastes good to you, it's like that. You need to buy
Did
this
you
shit
miss it?
now.
Were you
Look.
too much of a pathetic little bitch to go see our live show, but you still
And some
want to
of
see
you
what
were.
happened?
I mean, some of you were like, look, Peyton, perfect example.
Get 'em
Claims
before
to love
Blu-rays
us,
go
claims
extinct.
to be our friend.
I
Blew us
can't
off.
go, guys.
Guys, I can't go. I can only attend 500 cons and wrestling events a year, but that one, which I claim to like you guys, I can't go.
I just can't do it. You're
Don't be
right.
like a Peyton. Don't be a Peyton. Don't be like him. Be smart. And if you want something signed, personalized, created by us,
Little Nas
created
X.
by
Let's
Deep
do that
Fat
one.
Fried, a live event that many of you couldn't attend, and maybe you did attend. Maybe you want to
That one's pretty
relive.
time related, so
The
Will there be
magic
a
of that night.
2024 meetup. I mean, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm about 99% sure there will be, but I don't know.
A
if we're
magical
100%
night
sure.
was had by all. Amazing drinks, amazing performances.
Tucker's
What
banging
happened
on
to
my
the
door.
Brett Keane
TJ was
gauntlet
also
you guys
there.
alluded to a few times last year?
Never
You-
made the goal.
You guys didn't make the goal, stupid. Join the Patreon. Quit being a little bitch. I mean, maybe you're already on Patreon, but if you're, so I take it back. I take back the little bitch remark if you're a patron, but if you're
If you're a
not,
patron,
quit
doesn't-
being a little bitch.
Look, if you care about international trade and commerce, if you want shipping lanes to remain open, then do what you need to do right now. You need to go to
Hopefully-
pessimist.co and
Hopefully
buy
the
this.
Houthis don't fucking intercept the shipments of these.
They might
Yeah.
try.
Well,
so
you
better
know
order
what?
it quickly before the
Get it?
Houthis intercept this.
Get it before the Houthis fucking prevent us from getting it to you. All right.
All right,
You gotta-
I'll listen
you gotta
to
hurry
tonight.
up.
I'll have to catch up later.
Yeah.
Come to Savannah.
I'm just waiting for my shit to load. Tucker gonna push his nose to open the door. Like he really wants in here real bad. Come on. Come here. Tucker. Come here, Tucker. Come here, Tucker. Come here. Come here. Come here. Tucker, come here. Come here. Come here. Pushing it wrong. You gotta push on the side. Come here. Nope. Well, if you can't figure it out, you can't come in. Done it before. Yeah, I'm curious about this. I'm curious about this.
This is where we made a miracle. An alchemical engine that powers all you see around you. We call it the Loom. This is a sensor designed to protect its charge. All it requires is a governing stone. Zoltan built a web of traps around the walls. Be ready. This demon is a parasite. It is the weed in our garden. We must pull it from its roots. It will inhabit whatever it can. It will not die easily. But die it must.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rich of Review Tech USA. You may know me as the hairy man on this channel with hair, and you probably saw my previous video saying that...
Finally. Alright. New timeline. Not gonna get much done today. Little Nos X. Troll or not a troll? It's definitely a troll, but all right. Let's see. Bring up the transcript. And after this will be Tucker and Alex Jones' crush on Stelzer, Lib's anti-human, Baconator's speech, Prager you want to be, assuming there's not any super important things happening today as far as like news goes or their goals, then I'll keep going in order. Probably Dracula Flow. That's one. That one needs to get in there as soon as possible too. What is he though? Shit. Which one's Dracula 4? 12.5. There we go. Alright, where's Lil Nas X? Insults. before this? There it is.
Outrage, and he
an arc through
the rarest
we
of
have
rare
made
insults.
the leftover. Playing the devil in basketball.
Like participatory outrage.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's power in this jar.
There's more power than you know in that jar.
Power of the fart.
Vintage Blockbuster membership card. Incredible music. RAM, Ryzen, or Intel i.
Right.
The rarest
So
of
we have
rare
made
insults.
the leftovers. Way to rare insults.
Yep, $112 to go to the rarest of rare, and then after that, on
There
our
we go.
way
This
to.
will make it easy. Just this.
The video captures the artist battling. So, a few days ago, Lil Nas X released music video for his song.
All right, here we go. All right. Oh, let's see what's going on. Let's hear about
Oh,
this.
no, this
Actually, no, I
is-
want to hear about review tech.
That was it for news and things we're going to change here. And that's an accurate video. Going forward, we're going to be doing a couple things. I'm actually joined today by Jay. He's my editor. He also flies from Canada to serve me coffee occasionally in a maid's outfit. And he was joining me today because we have to give you a game plan. We can't just end on a video like that and just be like, hey, things are changing. See ya. So there's a few pointers here that I thought that were important that we talk about. The focus here is going to be more on higher production value content, and there's going to be a couple tiers to that. One is going to be, and it was an interesting thing, an audience member for my live streams, which we'll talk about later, made a good suggestion. Rich, why don't you make laid back and call them like stoned reviews, which that may not be the name, where you go over like old weird tech, like this Nintendo that's actually like 70% of this video is recorded in front of me. Those will be videos that we could do like once a week, maybe more. Don't want to promise that. I'd rather under promise and over deliver, and then instead of vice versa. We're also going to be doing game reviews. For example, it's Pal World. I'm an old man. I'm going to be playing that. I actually purchased it on Steam yesterday, so I know it's on Xbox Game Pass, but I want to play it on multiple different places. So anyway, we're going to do a video on that. That's the kind of stuff we're going to do. Future games, there's going to be games that I'm not interested in that Jay will review because he's familiar with genres of games that I don't play. So you'll have Review Tech Canada. He's a handsome man. We're going to have that coming up in the future. And we're also going to have, and this is going to be like semi-annually or annually, my dogs are killing themselves downstairs, where we do like retrospective, like on Fear. I know I've been talking about that for ages. Or we do something with the Soul series, or if there's a series of games that Jay wants to do, I'll be on board with him. We'll both do the research together, and those will be projects from, not to sound corny, from the heart. I don't want to hire outside script writers. I want it to be from us, like I said in the video. I want it to be authentic. I wanted to go in this direction with the channel for a while. I've actually wanted to do this for Jake and vouch for me for years, and now is the time to do it. Also, too, beyond that, this set, as you see it's starting to be dismantled behind me, is going to change. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with those OLED monitors, but those are going too. So that may be something you see slowly changing over time. I have stuff ordered from Amazon. I'm going to change the layout of the desk.
Because a lot of like the tech and gaming news shit can get very fucking repetitive. Sometimes reactive. When it comes to like the really shitty people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. They respond to every little tweet or article that comes out. agenda, for their own ideology.
The piss yellow background you see when I review things is going away finally. No more urine yellow backgrounds, because nothing reeks of professionalism, I mean to say. I just made up a new word. Like having a urine colored wall. So there's going to be a lot of changes to content. Other things too. I've bought a bunch of mini disc equipment, and I've been saying for a while, I want to show you how to take Spotify and Apple Music and get the stuff onto mini disc so you can immortalize music that you pay a subscription for that you do not own. So those are some big things. There may be a couple things I'm forgetting here, but the point is that it's time as a 42-year-old man to move on from just simply doing gaming news with the occasional review like once or twice a year. I actually look at one of the people that I genuinely respect on this platform, and I'll have a link to his channel below, is I finished a video game. That's the kind of content that Jay and I would do once or twice a year, but his videos are Netflix caliber, multi-hour videos going over the Castlevania series in detail, literally every major game. There's some crap mobile stuff that he left out, but I don't blame him. That's the kind of stuff that we want to do. We want to have something that, whether it's a month from now or 10 years from now, you're going to want to watch. And I've wanted to do this for a while, but when you do things like daily basis stuff like news, you kind of get hamstrung. And then on top of it, when you're streaming, you get hamstrung because then, you know, like for example, I'm streaming tonight at 6, you have other things that you have to do. And I rather focus on content that, one, Jay and I are passionate about, and two, we know it just has legs, and on top of it too, it's something that we'll be proud of and people will want to see for years upon years to come. Jay, you're a man. Do you have anything to add to this?
I just want to say, last year when Rich was going through the difficult time, I stepped in front of the camera and I was extremely nervous. Now, of course, I have a 15-year legacy on YouTube. That's a joke. And yeah, I'm used to reviewing video games, so I'm super excited to be able to come in front of you guys now and review games with Rich, or sometimes there's going to be genres that he's not into and vice versa that we're going to review on the main channel here. So I hope you guys tune in for my reviews on my own and the ones that Rich and I do together. We're going to be doing Pal World, which is a game about Pokemon with guns. I'm excited about that. I've been playing it on my Xbox, and it's actually a lot of fun. I'm also going to be doing the new Like a Dragon game. Comes out on the 26th of this month, so stay tuned for that review. I'll be doing that probably on my own. And I hope you guys support it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content that we'll be producing this year. Thanks, guys.
On top of it, too, let's talk news. It's dead. But when there is absolutely astronomical things to talk about, for example, if Nintendo comes out tomorrow and they announce the Switch 2, and Shigeru Miyamoto comes out naked in a YouTube video, which I often daydream about, and he displays the Switch 2, of course Jay and I are going to make a video on that as my earpiece falls out. But it's not going to be like me sitting here, fat man regurgitating in front of a camera. Jay and I are going to kind of have a higher production, like panel discussion about it. Maybe there's things I liked about the Switch 2 that Jay didn't, or vice versa, and there'll be more substance to it. It's not going to be done in the format that you're seeing now, as you obviously see behind me.
We also have a discussion about how there's nothing to talk about.
Get it ready for the changes. So if that is the kind of news you'll see. So the daily stuff, dead. Even weekly stuff, dead. But if there's a major thing like a new console or something that's like groundbreaking, of course Jay and I will cover it, but it'll be in a different format and never the same as it was now. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are looking forward to this. Trust me, it'll be worth your while. Obscure, strange stuff we're also going to get from Amazon and AliExpress to review. We know you guys love that. I don't think any of those videos have done bad, and I love reviewing it too, because some of those are absolutely hilarious with the pirated games and things that they put on there. So you'll be seeing a lot of that as well. Those are easier videos to make. I have fun making them, and we could get those to you on a fairly regular basis. So that's the direction I've wanted to go with this channel for years, and with the live streams being as successful as they are, thanks to you guys, we're able to make this happen, and we really appreciate that. So this is Jay and Rich signing off. Thank you if you continue to support me, and we'll see you soon in the next live stream. I'll be live streaming tonight with a very special guest at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And if you want to listen to my hip-hop music, which sounds really corny coming out of my mouth, I also have a music channel. That's something else I've been working on as well. Jay and I want to be more creative, not just talk about news, and I think it'll be worth your while that we're using our talents instead of just becoming a news channel. This is Rich and Jay signing out. Have a good one. Now I need to cover up this piss yellow wall.
Yeah, there's a bunch of performative outrage going on.
Look, is there someone that's genuinely offended by crap like this?
It's
I
mostly
guess
just a
there
bunch of...
probably-
He's really the more warmongery of...
What the fuck happened?
Look, is there someone that's genuinely offended by crap like this?
It's
I
mostly
guess
just a
there
bunch of people
probably
saying
is,
that
but
he just...
whatever.
He disrespected Jesus. It's black.
Religion can be seen as like mockery.
Man, I liked you better when you were just trolling. Mother. You were just trolling, mother.
Tragic where the line is falling. Jordan Peterson was officially lost his case against the Ontario psychologists.
Of course he did.
Who are trying to
Up your
discipline
body of
him
scientists,
for
and not a bunch of chuds.
Being an asshole.
being an asshole,
Yeah,
talking about
basically.
patient. I think specifically it was not even being an asshole. It was talking about his patients.
That was one of them, yeah.
Like speaking like poorly of them,
Mhm.
which is wild. So here Jordan
Yeah,
said,
'cause
a
even
higher
if he
court in
doesn't say
Canada
their
has
name,
ruled that the
his
Ontario
patients are gonna
College
know who they're fucking
of
talking about.
Psychologists indeed has the right to sentence me to re-education camp. All right, settle down. It's not a camp. You probably have to watch like a few videos.
Traffic school.
Also, you're not being forced. You can just stop being a psychiatrist. You know what I mean? You're not.
I'm gonna refer to when you get a speeding ticket and you have to go to traffic school. That's a re-education camp.
Dude, it's so
That's fucked
dramatic.
up.
Jordan, you're being such a queen right now. You're being such a T-sis right now, George. George. Re-education camp? What are you talking about? It's capitulate to the petty bureaucrats and the addle-pated woke mob or lose my professional license. Again, he's such a liar. Like, it's not cool how he lies about this because I feel like there are problems, okay, happening with like wokeness going too far.
Where,
However, this
Where?
is not one of those.
Like outside of fucking
He was
Twitter,
talking
where?
shit about one
Where
of
does
his
it go too
patients
far?
in public. You don't want your doctors doing that. I don't. So anyway, he congratulates them, CP Ontario. CP? You won this round. Mark my words, however, the war has barely started. There is nothing you can take from me that I'm unwilling to lose. Bitch, you need to just sit down. Okay, you have everything. You're super rich. You have a massive audience. Nobody's trying to take anything from you. Well, and I love how easy he's like, I'm ready to lose everything, when literally he's risking nothing. He's risking nothing.
Yeah, actually, isn't that last sentence kind of revealing? There is nothing you can take from me that I'm unwilling to lose. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares about losing his psychologist license. He's benefiting from this fight because he gets to cry to his audience and get all the sympathy points that he's being censored or whatever. And he doesn't even fucking practice anymore. He's
Hasn't in probably
fully
5
so
decades.
he's fully shifted into being a podcaster and a social commentator or whatever. So
Yeah,
that's
it's just
true.
it's more shit
don't
you can
have
use to,
anything
like,
that they can really take.
There's nothing you can take from me that I'm unwilling to lose. Okay, then we're aligned.
Yeah, so we're, like,
no problem.
He's kind of saying it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
I think it's his Twitter bio. He wants to keep clinical psychologists in there. That's all he's fighting for.
It's not illegal.
Time to remove it, buddy.
I can see the
You
hat
can
now.
keep
Those
it.
are.
I mean, you
He's
can
coming after him for his Twitter bio. You know what I mean?
You can't talk. You can't be like, yeah. So I had this one patient. She thought she was trans, but she's really a man. I was sitting there judging her, thinking what an idiot she is. And I do that all the time. All my patients are morons. They're pathetic.
There's something wrong with them.
I film our sessions in private so that if I get threatened, I can release it publicly and show what morons they are. I fucked one of my patients. Several of them. God damn it, Ontario.
I've never done anything weird with my dogs.
You can't take anything I'm not willing to lose.
Vagina.
He suspended his private clinical practice in 2017 when he said his notoriety made it ethically impossible to continue. Right. Ethics is why you stopped.
So like 6 or 7 years since he's actually practiced.
Shouldn't you have to like kind of stay up to date to practice in such a high level?
Sounds like he
field,
doesn't.
too?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta stay relevant. But anyway, he's ready for war. Watch out. Seriously, you've been warned.
Seriously.
That's Auschwitz.
You know what you need? you need some psych therapy from the board. Let's get some
Really?
board certified therapists to talk to this man.
Really?
You are board uncertified. So there it is. Shout out Jordan. We love him. We're rooting for him.
We're all rooting for you.
Sorry.
Sorry. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh, actually, though, Jordan, he did predict the downfall of Sports Illustrated. Did you hear about that?
Oh, are they gone? Well,
they're going under.
I mean, that writing's been on the wall for like 2 decades, hasn't it? I mean, what magazine is still operating?
No, they put a chunky girl on the cover. That was the end.
Oh yeah.
That was.
How
they
long
were
was that?
actually-
Like
they
5
were
years?
flying high. Sports Illustrated magazine was selling like hotcakes until they fucked up.
I wonder, actually, is he doing a victory lap on that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So, I'd like to see that if he is.
I'll look
I
at it.
told him no
I'll look at his Twitter,
fatties.
but it was like a week ago, so it's probably about 15,000 tweets back. But I'll
I told them at Sports Illustrated, no fatties. Did they listen to me? No. I hate fat people, especially some of my clients are
Yep.
fat,
Oh,
and I
found
hate
it.
them.
Oh,
we have
all-
it. This is the original one, or?
No, this is
No, this is the victory
other
lap.
day.
God, he has-
2024.
Oh my God, dude, you are not for real right now.
Yeah, we made it.
Massive
Okay,
layoff
cool. At least we
hit
got this
Sports
done.
Illustrated. I can't imagine
I don't know
why.
if I don't know if I'll be able to
Dude,
render it.
you're
Actually, no, there won't
crazy.
be much to. Shouldn't be much to put
That's
in
like,
here.
of course he's gonna do that though. Like that's
But
so
it's
predictable.
so
but
pathetic.
No critical like thinking.
This
or
is not the
whatever.
behavior of like a fully actualized, mature person. This is
No.
so juvenile.
She's also 500% hotter than he is.
I mean, infinite more. I think he
Infinitely
has zero
more
sex
hot than he
appeal.
is.
Jordan Peterson has zero sex appeal.
I want
know,
Jordan
where
to
you
tell
went
me
with
what
that joke?
about him is hot.
Let's go
He's got those cool
215%.
suits.
Again, all of his fans. I think she's pretty. Am I missing something? I disagree. The women on the cover is beautiful.
like that the
And-
first time. Y'all-
Got to go. That video. Wow, that video was practically full of nothing. Jesus fucking Christ. How about stretching it? God, have a fucking plan. Ben Shapiro versus Destiny? Well, shit, are they actually fucking debating? Is Destiny like playing this
Something
like
has to
good enough? Yep, he's just playing good boy enough to get in the interview
happen
with him,
with
isn't
Iran.
it?
There has to be.
Let's see what the comments say. It's so 25 speed, so I can follow. There, now I can go to... Bye. Music.
A few days ago, Lil Nas X released a music video for his song J Christ. The video captures the artist battling the devil in a basketball game, sailing in an arc through a global flow. So yeah, I mean, we'll pop through the video a little bit. I just can't play the audio. You can take a look at some of the imagery here. I'll just kind of scrub through. See him up in heaven in his slutty angel costume or whatever. Oh, she's going down hell though. Down hell, cooking up some hands, playing the devil in basketball. Oh, Juke's the devil for us.
So this is what offended everybody?
Yes. So here he is, getting crucified, with some people dancing around him. Here he is shearing some sheep. Well, he wasn't getting crucified like hardcore enough.
Ah, that's right. Ben Shapiro reacted to the fucking music video too. I gotta get that next.